So today, of course, y'all already know today is Friday, and I actually got off work at 4 o'clock, and I decided I want to go to Value Village. I don't know if y'all know what Value Village is. I'm gonna turn my air down because I think it may be too, but I wanted to go to Value Village, and I haven't been in a while, and it's pretty much like another thrift store, kind of like Goodwill. So I came over here to the one that usually it's over here, and then when I got over here, it's like closed down. And then I looked at another location, and literally it's all the way in Riverdale. So I was like, okay, it's all the way in Riverdale. I probably can go tomorrow. So I noticed they put a new Goodwill over here. I don't even like coming on the side of town. Like, I really don't. Y'all know how it's some parts of Atlanta I don't like going to. But yeah, so I'm actually gonna go in here because I've never been to this one. Clearly it's new because the foundation of it is completely new. So we're gonna go in here and see what this Goodwill has, but I'm gonna actually make it quick because yeah, I'm on Cleveland Avenue. I don't really come over here too much. But let's go ahead and go inside. This is literally like the weirdest location of a Goodwill. It's like sitting off the street, which is absolutely absurd. The way that they have this, it's so weird. It's like they go to the highway and then it's like right off the street or something. So the books are back there. It's very small, but we're gonna see what they have. They have a price list. These are kids' books, clearly. It's pretty organized. Oh, I wish I had a VCR set. This would be so cool. But I'm definitely planning on getting me a CD player. Oh, they have Tybo. Ooh, they have Soul Food for the Soul. Oh my gosh. It's my movie. Oh, this is so organized.
I get lost inside my thoughts, and when I start to think, oh, the door closes starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep, I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my wings. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye.
Okay. I need to ask my best friend if she wants these. Ooh, they have Chevy Stevens. I'm definitely getting this.
Me so long ago, sleepless nights I laid awake just begging to let go. I almost got to suicidal thoughts when you stepped in. An angel sent from heaven showed me how to live again. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I
so I am back home. I'm actually recording in my mom's room because she's in the kitchen talking. Y'all, I'm trying to record in like one of the other rooms because everyone's in the front room talking. You can literally hear them in my video. So I wanted to show you all what I got from the Goodwill. So I really didn't see too much. And to be honest, I wasn't really expecting to buy any books from the Goodwill. I literally just stopped in there just to see what I could find. And I mean, if you're looking for some inexpensive books, some popular books, trust me, if you don't go to the Goodwill, you need to go to the Goodwill because that's how you're able to build your library. So if you're really intentional on building your library, but you're not trying to spend a lot of money, I'm telling you, definitely the Goodwill. So I'm not sure if where you all live, if Value Village is maybe like a southern type of thing or a southern type of store, but definitely Value Village. So I was a little surprised when I went there on Cleveland Avenue when I went that I didn't see Value Village. And when I Googled Value Village from like where I work at, it was telling me that it was in Riverdale, which I think I know that one's in Riverdale, but I had not realized because I hadn't been over there for so long. I hadn't realized that the Value Village closer to my house had closed. So I was kind of bummed when I rolled up and I saw Roses there, and the store wasn't even open. I don't even know what Roses is, but so I was kind of like upset because when I tell y'all Value Village has a lot of they have a lot of books. Like the last time I went there, I mean, they literally had like 3 walls full of books and they were very organized. So I just knew Value Village was still on Cleveland Avenue. But anyway, so on the way home, I saw Goodwill, which the lady told me that one's been up since like 2022, which is very weird because I've been on Cleveland Avenue within the last like 3 years. So I just thought it was so weird because I've never seen it. But anyway, so I did love the store. I love the organization. It was really, really organized, and that helped me to actually look through the books a whole lot quicker because they were organized literally by hardback, paperback, and by author. That is amazing. I've never seen a Goodwill organized like that at all. But I'm going to jump into the books that I purchased. So these were all $1.91. So just say basically $2. So 2, 4, 6. So basically I paid like $6 for 3 books, which is not bad because we all know that $6 is like half of one book. So I bought Reminder of Him by Colleen Hoover. And then y'all know that I love Chevy Stevens. So I purchased Always Watching by Chevy Stevens. And the books are in really good condition. So y'all know I'm very funny about books. Like even though it's the Goodwill, that doesn't mean that I have to just take what they have. You know, because I think sometimes some people have the mindset that, I mean, it's the Goodwill, so you can't be picky. But no, I'm sorry. If it has stains, like marks, and I definitely looked through the books to make sure there were no markings in the books because I don't like when people donate annotated books. And I mean, I get it. But I don't like that. If I'm going to annotate a book, I'm not giving it to someone. So, but y'all know I love Chevy Stevens because I love the era that she always writes her books in, which is always like a 1990s type of thriller vibe that she gives you when she writes her books, because she does use dual timelines a lot in her books. So I literally finished reading her book, The Hitchhiker, but I'll talk about that in like a whole nother video. But I definitely love The Hitchhiker. There were some parts that I was like, you could have just skipped that because it was definitely entirely too wordy. And then it slowed the pace down of the plot. But then I found this book. I've never heard of this author before. Marlon James. It's called The Book of Night Women. So I actually picked this book up because y'all know that I love historical fiction. It doesn't matter if the history within the book is not factual. I just love reading about historical fiction because there's always something that you can learn from reading historical fiction. So this book is about a girl named Lilith born on a Jamaican sugar plantation. And there are some other ladies They call themselves the Night Women. Yes, they call themselves the Night Women, and what they're trying to do, they're trying to start a slave revolt. But as Lilith begins to understand her feelings, thoughts, desires, and identity, she thinks that she will be the weak link. I hate when it sounds so funny, but she thinks that she will be the weak link within the group. So I cannot wait to get into this book, because I think this book will probably be great. I haven't read anything about the reviews on Goodreads, but when I saw it, I knew I just wanted it. And then Reminders of Him. This is about, after serving 5 years in prison for a tragic mistake, Kenna returns to the town where it all went wrong, hoping to reunite with her daughter, but she's burned bridges impossible to rebuild. Everyone is determined to shut her out, no matter how hard she proves herself. So I definitely think this is going to be like a story of redemption and second chance, and I'm hoping that's what this story is like, because I love reading these types of stories. And another book that kind of reminded me of this premise was another book that Chevy Stevens wrote. I think it's called, oh my gosh, That Night. Is it called That Night? I'm going to put it up here on the screen. I don't know. Just the premise of it reminds me of That Night, where this sister was accused of killing her other sister. But what ends up happening, like years later, of course, they end up finding out that it really wasn't her sister. And throughout the whole book, she was seeking for like validation and redemption. And it's just like she just could not find that in her family, especially from her mother. But y'all, I'm telling you, that is a really good book. So I recommend y'all read that book by Chevy Stevens. And then the last book is called Always Watching, of course, by Chevy Stevens. It says, in the lockdown ward of a psychiatric hospital, Dr. Nadine is in her element. She has the tools to help people and has the desire. Healing broken families is what she lives for. But Nadine doesn't want to look too closely at her own part, where there are whole chunks of her life that are black holes. It takes all her willpower to tamp down her recurrent claustrophobia. And her daughter, Lisa, is a runaway who has been on the streets for 7 years. So one thing I realize is that a lot of the times people think that if you work in like mental health, or you're a mental health provider, or you work in like you're a medical provider, people literally think that just because you work in these like esteemed professions that you actually have no bones in your closet. So because a lot of the times the kids do ask me that I work with, they're like, oh, I didn't know you like had anxiety, or I didn't know you suffer or struggled with depression. And I'm just like, what? Because sometimes their perception of it is that when adults get older, they feel like we have it all together, and we don't. So that's just very interesting that this is going to definitely be a story of like hidden secrets. So I'm excited to actually get into this one. So that is what I got from the Goodwill. And tomorrow I will be going to Half Price Books to see if I can find any of the fantasy books that I have been looking for that were on my book outlet. But yeah, that is today's video. I know this video is like pretty short. I just wanted to show y'all what I found at Goodwill, but I really just was very pleased at the organization of the Goodwill, like for real, because clearly someone actually has integrity that works at that Goodwill, to where that was like completely organized for its customers. If you stayed to the end of the video, give me a book emoji in the comments. And also let me know if you have a Goodwill where you live. Have you been to the Goodwill? Have you bought any good books from the Goodwill? Let's have a conversation about it. Until next time, thanks for watching, y'all. Bye.